So this was the mold. Welcome to creature making. In this case we're just making a puppet head. Look at this green salad bowl. Does everybody in the world have one at least? So this was a clay head, or I really have clay face that I made, plunked into plaster. I had to destroy the clay head to get it out of there. Pressed paper into the mold, put Vaseline in the mold first. The first layer I put down was some brown paper off a brown paper bag, and then the next couple of layers I put down was some white handmade paper that I got from a poster in Nepal. I think I have some of that handy here. Yeah, like these. A big silkscreen print of a deity. Very nice paper, handmade paper. So I'm about to scrape off some of this brown paper. I've just taken it out of the mold for the first time, so you're seeing it just as it's born. The reason I'm taking it off is that it will be soaked up with Vaseline. I ran out of Vaseline. Vaseline is one of those things, I don't know, if you don't buy it very often, it's sort of like, does it still exist, you know? You don't see advertisements on YouTube for, hey, have you got your Vaseline today? Guys, after the war, like my dad's generation, they used Vaseline in their hair. It worked, you know. Kind of greasy though. Anyway, that's what we're doing. Because then I'm going to build up some on this. This is still a bit thin. I need to make some eyes and open the mouth and open the nose. And if I have a lot of Vaseline on it, it's going to be a nuisance. So, hence the layer of brown paper. And sometimes it will go too thin. That's the great advantage of using handmade paper, because handmade paper has such incredible strength that even if you rip right through it and leave a hole, the paper still holds its integrity. Yeah, that's coming off there quite nicely. Where's my camera? I actually took a bit of the white paper too. Yeah, it's really coming off nicely. It doesn't need to all come off. Just sort of like so the minority of exposed paper that's left has Vaseline on it, not the majority. Especially anywhere where you might want to be doing some, you know, nice shaping. I'm looking for loose edges, because if it's bonded too well, I'll just tear everything apart. I've done that. You end up with a thing in your hand that's more not there than there. So this is generically called paper maché. I first saw it when my mother, who was an elementary school teacher, used to get her grade 2 kids to do it. And they'd make these wonderful, use a balloon mold, you know, and make a big fat happy head And really my work bears a lot of similarity to that, exactly. Come on. It's coming along, you see? See if I can get, yeah, there's more in this lip here that will come out. This is still wet. It's wet with both Vaseline and the paste. I use wallpaper paste. It works very well. My mother just used wheat and water. And you know, that's called bread, isn't it? Yeah, that's what we eat. That's how sticky gluten is. The trouble with that is that it will, if it gets moist again, it will go mildewy, or bugs or rats will eat it, or you know, whatever bad condition you got around. But for a kid who's in grade 2, it doesn't really matter. Next week you get rid of it anyway. Hopefully. No, I shouldn't say that. Ooh, that was a big one. Hey, come on, you can do it. So now I'm tearing more white then. But it was okay, I had 2 good layers on there. You hear that clicking in the background? That's that clock. Oh, you can see the clock over my shoulder. I got that in a dollar store, gosh, 20 years ago. It just keeps working. And it tells time. What does it tell time? Fuck. No, I didn't say that. Well, I think that's maybe all we're going to take. The nose is getting really, just about, see my finger pushing it? It's just, in fact, there's a little hole there now. But if it doesn't come off easily, if there's no edges, well then, okay, fine, it can stay. We'll just put something over it. Are you still there? Okay. Haven't you got anything better to do? Shit, it's late at night. I'm supposed to be in bed. Woo! That's good, because that was blue. Somehow that was a logo on the bag. It was probably a fast food bag, I hate to admit it. Oh, I don't eat much fast food. Just these occasional weaknesses, you know. I don't know what came over me, doctor. I just had to have a hamburger. Looks like one more might come off this forehead before we're done with him. Yeah, oops. Careful now. Hey! Oh! And just about too far. See if we can change our minds there. Okay, pretty nice. See, it's still soft enough so actually I can, in places where I've punched through, I can still give them a little bit of smoothing over. That's one of the sort of secrets of mold making is don't make anything smaller than your finger can get in there. And you have to stop and get a tool, you know. this. Yeah, I got a fair hole here. You see it? You see my finger? The light's either too bright or not bright. There it is. See the hole? But luckily we have paper and we have paste. We have the technology. So I'm going to leave it now to dry and harden up a bit, and then tomorrow I'll start strengthening it so it's easier to handle, and then opening up the orifices and doing something with the eyes. So there, you saw the birth. Now it's a 3-month-old baby. Okay, good night.